It's a parking lot now, but soon enough, a 5-story hotel will take over this space in Grand Rapids along the Medical Mile. 24-hour News 8's Amanda Jarrett's live in studio control this morning with a look at the plans for this big economic project. Amanda, this is huge for the Medical Mile.
Absolutely, Emily. This isn't just another place to stay. It's also going to mean more jobs to our area. We don't know just how many yet because this announcement just came down an hour and a half ago, all new this morning. We do know that there will be a Hampton Inn Suites moving in here shortly in a lot just along Michigan and east of College. It's near the Women's Health Center. Once it's finished, it will be a 5-story, 142-room hotel. Here's a look at the renderings of this future hotel. They're expected to break ground on the project next month. The Michigan-based company behind the project, Lodgeco Management, already has 15 other hotels in our state, including here in Grand Rapids. And coming up here at 6:40, we're going to sit down and talk live to the hotel developer about this project and what it's going to mean to Medical Mile. That's all coming up here at 6:40 on Daybreak. Live in studio control, Amanda Jarrett, 24-hour News 8.
6:38, welcome back. We've been talking about this all morning long here on Daybreak since news broke just over an hour and a half ago. This parking lot you're looking at right there will soon become a 5-story Hampton Inn and Suites hotel. It's going in near College in Michigan and Grand Rapids, and a Michigan-based company is going to begin construction on that landmark project in April. Well, joining us this morning is Brad Rosley, a developer behind this newest addition to Grand Rapids skyline. So thank you for coming in this morning, Mr. Rosley, to talk about this. Let's start off here. We're talking about a 5-story hotel. Might actually be taller than that, right?
Well, we've got a 3-story parking garage that it will sit on top of. So it'll actually be, because of the grades in the land, it'll actually be 7 stories from Dudley and 6 from Paris Avenue.
Yeah, this is going to be something very noticeable as you're driving along 196 in Grand Rapids. It's going to stick out right there.
Absolutely. Just like the Women's Health Center will actually be 2 stories above the Women's Health Center. So it will be very noticeable.
So very prominent change to the skyline of Grand Rapids here. It's always exciting when a new building comes into town, especially one of this size and scope, because we're talking about, what, 140 bedrooms? Is that how that works?
142 rooms.
Okay.
Yes, 142 rooms, approximately $30 million in construction. We're looking at between 30 and 40 new jobs to the area.
That's fantastic. Construction starts April?
Middle of April.
And is completed when?
About 14 months later.
It's pretty quick for putting up something that big.
It is.
And so is that, when do you start looking to fill these positions in? Because I know there are a lot of people out there that would probably like to work at a Hampton Inn.
That's really Lodgeco's, part of their deal, just because they're the management team. We are not the managers of it. We'll be partnering with them on the hotel. I would imagine it's probably about a 9 to 10 months out. You know, obviously they're going to need positions before they open up. Right, and that obviously is, when you're talking about before opening up, they're going to have to build the place too. Have you guys worked out who's going to build or be part of construction then? Right now, Pioneer Construction is the general contractor. Integrated Architecture is doing the architectural work. Well, what made you think that you wanted to build a hotel in Grand Rapids? Is it just this general need? Is it the Medical Mile that drew you in, or was it the fact there's so much convention work going on now with the convention center? Really, it's the Medical Mile. Okay. I mean, that's really what we're, focusing on. If you look at other major hotel and medical areas around the country, you've got Cleveland Clinic, you've got Mayo. They've got hotels that are either connected or within walking distance. Yeah. And we're only 3 blocks from downtown Spectrum's campus. So we thought that it'd be a great amenity, not only for the medical community right there, but also the neighborhood. We've been talking closely with them also. Very good. So you're talking to the neighborhood, you're talking to Spectrum. Did you approach them prior to going in here, or is this something that they were kind of hoping or pushing as well? They weren't really pushing it. I think that, I think they all think that that's going to be a good amenity to have, a hotel within walking distance, so that, if something goes wrong with the family, you can stay there and be very close to the hotel. Wow. So you guys, and as we look at some of these pictures here, it's going to be really kind of a cool-looking hotel for Hampton Inn, especially here. But you guys are the developer here, Third Coast Developments, right? And then you also are working with the company that owns these hotels around Michigan. Right. We're partnering with Lodgeco Management out of Mount Pleasant, Michigan. They own 15 hotels in the state of Michigan currently. And, they're excited about this, as we are also.
Yeah, so kind of this symbiotic relationship that's going to bring this new hotel here that's going to change the look of the skyline as you're driving, especially along 196 in Grand Rapids.
Correct.
Really excited about it. Thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure.
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
your time here.